Welcome to D.R.S. Hakim's Wealth Lessons, where you may experience an increase in wealth consciousness, a shift in your understanding of wealth dynamics, and an increase in focused strategic direction. D.R.S. Hakim is an internationally renowned author, philanthropist, and the founder of the Triadic Alignment Wealth Institute, dedicated to retraining the brain and heart for success. His teachings offer a standard of excellence as brilliant and clear as a flawless, transparent, round, brilliant-cut diamond, building a path to prosperity that is as enduring as 24-carat solid gold. Start your journey to capturing wealth today.
Greetings, I'm D.R.S. Hakim, author, educator, researcher, and lifelong student of human potential, wealth creation, and personal transformation. Through my 4 books, Retrain Your Brain and Heart for Financial Success, Become Wealthy Using Dynamic Imagination, The Universal Equation of Success, and The Art and Science of Capturing Wealth, I share proven, impactful principles designed to help individuals transform their thinking, strengthen their character, and create lasting wealth. My mission is to provide knowledge, strategies, and tools that empower individuals from all backgrounds to achieve greater prosperity, purpose, fulfillment, and positive impact in their lives and communities. By studying and implementing the principles and strategies presented in these books, you will experience benefits beyond what you may currently imagine, including a heightened sense of awareness, sharper insight, improved decision-making, increased confidence, and a deeper understanding of how to create, capture, preserve, and expand success in every area of life. I've asked myself a question that has been asked throughout history, challenging scholars, entrepreneurs, economists, and everyday people alike. Why do so many intelligent, disciplined, and hardworking individuals never experience the level of wealth they are capable of creating? Over the years, I've come to realize that the answer goes far beyond money. It reaches into the way we think, the way we perceive opportunity, the condition of our hearts, and the systems we build around our lives. I strongly believe wealth is not simply something you earn. It is something you learn to create, capture, control, and preserve. The inspiration for these books came from countless conversations with people who asked me the same questions over and over again. They wanted to know why they continued to struggle financially despite working hard. They wanted to know how to build wealth, how to protect it once they had it, and why sincere effort so often failed to produce lasting results. As an objective disease reversal scientist, I began looking at financial struggle through a different lens. I started asking myself, what if chronic financial lack isn't simply an economic problem? What if it's an internal condition that can be identified, corrected, and reversed? That question changed everything. I realized that just as the human body cannot thrive without proper nourishment, our financial lives cannot thrive without structure, discipline, and proper alignment. One principle became unmistakably clear to me. What is not captured, positioned, and controlled cannot be sustained or multiplied. That realization became the foundation upon which the entire series of my books were built. These are not merely motivational books designed to make you feel inspired for a few days. My goal is much greater than that. I want to help you understand the underlying systems that govern how wealth is created, how it flows, how it is captured, and why so many people unknowingly allow it to slip away. Throughout these pages, I introduce a framework that combines behavioral science, economic principles, strategic thinking, and practical execution. At its core is one simple but transformative truth. Wealth follows alignment. When your perception recognizes value, your positioning gives you access to it, and your execution is disciplined and intentional, your results begin to change. My own journey reinforced this lesson. Over the course of my life, I became a master martial arts instructor in 9 disciplines, studied ancient and modern healing systems, became a linguist, developed expertise in financial strategies, including stocks and options, conducted research in disease reversal, authored multiple books, spoke internationally, and pursued innovation across several industries. Yet, despite those accomplishments, I repeatedly encountered financial ceilings that seemed impossible to explain. Eventually, I stopped asking, why isn't my hard work producing greater wealth? Instead, I asked, am I positioning, structuring, and controlling the systems through which my value flows? That shift changed my life. I discovered that value alone does not create wealth. Control over the systems that distribute value determines the outcome. Once I recalibrated my positioning and my systems, my results began changing with measurable speed and consistency. Those discoveries eventually led me to develop the Retrain Your Brain and Heart framework. Within that framework, I explained two powerful concepts: NATs, or negative acidic toxins, and PENs, or positive essential nutrients. NATs represent the internal patterns that quietly sabotage progress: fear, hesitation, inconsistency, poor judgment, and undisciplined thinking. PENs represent the qualities that strengthen performance: clarity, discipline, strategic focus, consistency, wisdom, and deliberate action. When you replace NATs with PENs, you don't simply change your thinking, you change your execution and trajectory. You begin recognizing opportunities earlier, making better decisions, and building systems capable of producing lasting results. As you read these transformative manuscripts, I encourage you not to approach them as a passive reader. Approach them as a builder. Challenge your assumptions. Evaluate your habits. Examine your systems. Ask yourself where value is escaping your life and what must change to capture it. Every sentence in these books has been written with one purpose: to help you move from scattered effort to strategic execution, from instability to structure, and from temporary success to sustainable wealth. I did not write these pages as someone observing from a distance. I wrote them as someone who has experienced setbacks, asked difficult questions, challenged long-held assumptions, and discovered principles that transformed the way I understood wealth. It is my sincere hope that these transformative literary works become more than something you read. I hope they become a blueprint you apply, a framework you return to, and a catalyst that changes the way you think about opportunity, value, and prosperity. As I am convinced that financial expansion is not reserved for a fortunate few, it is the natural result of disciplined thinking, strategic positioning, and consistent execution. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. Now let's begin building the knowledge, habits, and systems that lead to a future where wealth is not left to chance, but is intentionally created, strategically captured, wisely controlled, and carefully preserved for generations. Therefore, let me leave you with one final question. How much longer are you willing to allow procrastination, fear, hesitation, excuses, and delay to determine the direction of your future? Isn't it time to elevate your thinking, strengthen your character, and build a lifestyle that reflects your true potential? The principles, strategies, and systems are here. The blueprint has been written. All that remains is your decision to act. Within these 4 books, you'll find step-by-step sequential guidance designed to help you transform the way you think, make decisions, build wealth, and create a life of greater purpose, discipline, and lasting abundance. I simply ask that you bring 3 things to the journey: your intellect, your ambition, and your willingness to take consistent action. If you do, I believe without doubt that you'll begin seeing your life through a completely different lens. If you're ready to stop merely hoping for change and begin intentionally creating it, then I invite you to join the ranks of those who refuse to settle for mediocrity, individuals committed to excellence, disciplined execution, and enduring success. This is not the end of our journey together. It is only the beginning. I look forward to continuing to share new insights, practical strategies, research, and resources that will help you grow, prosper, and achieve even greater levels of success in every area of your life. Until we meet again, live long, maintain high standards, perform the best deeds, continue to prosper. May your knowledge increase, your character deepen, your wealth expand, and your legacy endure. I'll see you again in the next lesson.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. There is much more to discover. We look forward to seeing you in our next exciting lesson.